Have you ever wondered how the US economy stays stable and secure? Well, it all starts with the Federal Reserve, or the Fed. In this video, we're going to explain what the Fed is and how it works to ensure a strong and healthy economy for all Americans. The Fed is the central bank of the United States, tasked with regulating the nation's monetary and financial systems. Its main goal is to promote economic growth while keeping inflation under control. Inflation is when the prices of goods and services increase over time, making it more expensive for consumers to buy what they need. To achieve this goal, the Fed has several tools at its disposal, including the federal funds rate, open market operations, and reserve requirements. The federal funds rate is the interest rate at which banks lend and borrow money from each other. When the Fed increases the rate, it makes it more expensive for banks to borrow money, which can help to reduce inflation. By contrast, when the Fed decreases the rate, it makes it cheaper for banks to borrow money, which can stimulate economic growth. However, the Fed must be careful not to lower the rate too much, as this can lead to inflation and other economic problems. The federal funds rate is set by the Federal Open Market Committee, or FOMC, which meets several times a year to assess economic conditions and determine the appropriate course of action. Another tool the Fed has at its disposal is the reserve requirement. This is the amount of money that banks must hold in reserve against their deposits. By increasing the reserve requirement, the Fed can reduce the amount of money that banks have available to lend, which can help to control inflation. However, this can also have a negative impact on economic growth, so the Fed must strike a balance between inflation and growth when setting reserve requirements. In summary, the Fed plays a critical role in maintaining a stable and secure U.S. economy, using its various tools, including the federal funds rate and reserve requirements, to control inflation and promote economic growth. Thanks for watching. We hope you learned something new today. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe for more informative content.